Hello Aquarius, hello and welcome into your general tarot card reading for the second half of October. So, Aquarius, without further ado, let's see what the future might have for you. So this first card is going to be representing the overall theme for those 2 weeks for you, Aquarius, and we have a Two of Wands. This one is going to be representing you, and we have Nine of Swords. This one is going to be representing what might be crossing you, some kind of obstacle. Page of Swords. I love using different decks. I just go with the flow, so whenever I feel like it, I use a couple of decks during one reading. So, Aquarius, those three going to serve like additional commentary to those. So, what do we have here? We have a Seven of Swords. What else we have? Six of Wands, amazing. And then Seven of Pentacles. I love it. And those three going to be... this one is coming. So it's coming... No, it wants to come here. So... And we have another one coming. So things to focus on. It's going to be Six of Cups. Things to release. Let's go of. Four of Cups. Emotions. Quite a bit of them. And the best way forward. Things like the actions or way of thinking that's going to bring you forward. It's the Magician. On the top of it, I'm going to use my old good rune cards. They're going to serve as additional commentary, and I'm going to leave it until the very end. And let's begin with spiritual message. So I'm going to pull one card for you first to see what kind of spiritual message is out there for you. Love. So let's see what the love is to tell you. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you are as worthy of receiving as you of giving love and compassion. While love can be beautiful emotion, it's equally a form of energy that propels through life. That's amazing. Aquarius, I love it. So, in terms of the overall theme of these 2 weeks for you, last 2 weeks of October, Aquarius, we have a Two of Wands. And Two of Wands, it's you... I think it almost feels like you kind of turning away. You are looking into... Maybe I have that feeling that you are choosing, or you decided to go one direction, and all of a sudden you felt like, okay, this might be not what I wanted, or it's not necessarily what I think it's going to be. Because of that, you kind of said to yourself, okay, I still have a choice, I still have a possibility to change whatever direction wherever I was heading. And it feels like there's going to be opportunities being presented, or you're going to look into the possibilities, and you're going to have the choices. You'll be able to make those decisions. You'll be able to decide whatever is the right way for you, or the right thing for you. The ball is kind of sitting in your court, and even though you might feel like certain options that are not yet available, there are certain options which they're going to start presenting themselves, and they're going to become clearer, and because you hold into it. So it's almost, you have your base, you have something that you can build on, you have some kind of either a good understanding, you might have some kind of skill, there might be some kind of background, there might be some kind of financial situation, but also some kind of experience, whatever it might be, you have it in order to kind of go forward, and you're going to kind of go and see, okay, so what do I have, what is possible, where I would like to find myself, what my aspirations are, what my goals, and you kind of going to kind of change the direction. and see what is out there possible. So what is representing you is Nine of Swords. So you might be worried about something. There might be you might going through those sleepless nights, some kind of anxiety. There are certain things for some of you Aquariuses out there that you don't want to face, or there's something that is going to be very difficult to come to terms with, or some kind of realization about something that it's very difficult to come to. It's kind of awakening to something that is maybe not longer there. There might be awakening to coming to terms with something that you might don't really would like to come to terms with. But I think what is coming through, and usually this card is also indicating this, that itself is not as bad as you think it is. And it's almost, you might have this looping thoughts going, and if you're going to try to stop yourself from looping and going into those loops, into assuming the worst and kind of looking at the worst case scenario, if you're going to kind of understand that things are how you choose them to see, and see the opportunity in adversity, see adversity as opportunity. And you know, if you're going to look at the glass, the question is, are you seeing it half full or half empty? It's it is all about matter of perception. So this is about the perception, Aquarius. And in terms of what is crossing you is the Page of Swords. So there might be someone, page might be representing a message, someone who is younger than you, but equally might represent your own attitude or situation that you might be facing. And the Page of Swords as a person is representing someone younger, someone who is very eager, sometimes insecure, sometimes they just know, they think they know everything but they don't, and they don't want to admit to it. As a situation is representing something that is developing and not really clear, and is it's going through a stages, like facting phase of sorts. But if that is indeed your own attitude, you might be kind of going backwards and forwards, not being sure. It's kind of going between yes and no, kind of take. So what is the additional kind of narrative for those 2 weeks? That is very interesting, and I love it. You have a Seven of Swords, you have a Six of Wands, and you have Seven of Pentacles. So there might be someone or some kind of situation that someone who is not fan of yours, or someone who is envy, or someone who wanted to, I don't know, are you in competition with someone? Some kind of competition, or someone who thinks is in competition with you, who is able to do whatever is necessary to achieve the goals. And I think what's going to happen, you're going to overcome this. You will have this amazing ability to not take any notice and focus on whatever it has to be done, delivered, and you're going to be able to do your job in understanding way, in truly understanding way. There's another aspect, because either job that you're doing, or profession that you're doing, or whatever it is, might be the project, you might find it a little bit boring or repetitive. Nevertheless, you're more than capable of doing it and delivering it, and it almost feels like you're going to overcome some kind of difficulty. You might overcome some kind of tricky customer over here, also a tricky situation. For some of you, you will be able to outsmart certain people in a really truly amazing way. So well done, you Aquarius over here. Yeah, that's a kind of achievement. I love it. So in terms of what to focus on is 6 of cups, and why so focus on the good times, focus on the positive, focus on what was good in your life, and kind of take the strength and from this, and being able to build upon it, and to remind you of what is possible, that the good times, they're still ahead of you. Nothing is lost. Everything is still possible. What's a release? It's 4 of Cups. Maybe it's about indeed receiving here. Maybe you don't know how to receive. And maybe, and just simply maybe, there's a case of you might have a very... You're understanding what you want and what you need, that's 2 different things. And maybe because you think that what you want, you're going to have this very clear understanding what that would constitute, and life might be presenting you with, like Aquarius, there's something there for you, and you go, no, it doesn't look like what I wanted. No, it cannot be possibly it. So it's almost to open up to receive and see things from different perspective, and being able to enjoy life again, I suppose. That's what's coming through. So the best way forward is to begin. So presumably whatever you are looking here to do, whatever option and possibilities you might be entertaining, it's to begin and to make it happen. So it's almost walk your walk. Walk your walk, that's what's coming through, Aquarius. And I think that's amazing. You'll be capable of doing things. And you'll be able to connect things, connect dots. You're extremely intelligent, clever, resourceful. And some of you it's going to be doing with the new technologies, some of you are going to be working with your hands, also learning new things. So that is amazing. And where's additional commentary over here, Aquarius? It's the light of the light. So the best is yet to come. It's going to start very slow and then it's going to develop. Everything is available to you. You're ahead of something truly and amazingly beautiful. And honestly, the best is yet to come. So, Aquarius, as usual, it was a pleasure to reading for you. Thank you for tuning. If you found this reading helpful, please let me know by liking, commenting and sharing. Have a smashing rest of October and you take care. Bye.